Good morning, people. Happy Friday. We made it all the way to the end of the week, which is great. I love a weekend, even if we are locked down and we're not allowed to do anything. I still love a good weekend. Nice couple of days off. And I hope you've all had a lovely week. And today, if you don't know me, hi, my name's Lisa. I'm the Health and Confidence Coach. And every day, Monday to Friday, I'm here at 9 a.m. to do my best to convince you guys to move a little bit more so that you can suffer a little bit less with the aches and pains of daily life, especially now that we're in lockdown and we're not allowed to go outside and we have to work from home, so we're pretty much chained into a seating position for the whole day. So mobilisation is super important. So what I usually do is throughout the week we go through mobilisations together that are designed to help your body feel a lot more movable, a lot more free, and a lot less painful. And Fridays are saved for special topic days, and today's a special topic. And actually today I'm talking about ageing bodies and the pains that go along with ageing. And actually the reason why I want to talk about this is because I get to have so many conversations with people that are around me, that are around the same age as me, and I'm 32. So I've spoken to people younger than me about it in their 20s. At 23, someone was telling me that their body was hurting, aching, and they also feel like, well, I'm 20 now, or I'm 30 now, and I'm an adult, so you know, these pains, they're probably just a part of aging. They're not. They're definitely not. If you are younger than 50 and you are suffering with stiffness and soreness, then it's either because you are not moving or you actually have something that you should go and get checked out by the doctors. 20-year-olds that are complaining about bad back, chronic pain in the back, go and get yourself down to the doctor, because you are not moving and you are not doing anything to help it. And your back is one of the most important things that without your back you are not going to be able to stand, you're not going to be able to walk, you're not going to be able to do a lot of things. So if you're sitting there in chronic pain and you're young, please go and get it checked out. I mean, that body's got to look after you for the rest of your life. So if you don't start looking after your bad back and your chronic pain, it's not going to get better. And if you are one of those younger people that are only 20 and complaining of a bad back and doing nothing about it, imagine what state your body's going to be in when you get to 80. Because our bodies actually don't naturally decline until we hit around the age of 50. Morning, my lovely Lloyd girl, love you. I'm having a bit of a ranty chat about the importance of movement and more people's easiness to just dismiss their aches and pains as a fact of ageing at the age of 20 or 30. When it's just simply not true. Our bodies don't naturally decline until we get to about 50. And so even if you don't do anything and you're quite late to start exercising, or just not even exercising, to start moving to help your body, then you will have a much better chance of your body being able to take you through for a lot of a longer time. So say we work out, or I do my stretches, and I don't feel any pain, and I only know that those stretches work from my own experience of having those two back surgeries that literally left me unable to walk. So I understand firsthand why it's so important, and then I become a preacher of why we should move more. So yeah, what happens when we get to about 50 is that our bodies they start to not get weaker, but they're not like, yeah, let's go for it anymore. They're starting to relax, and they're going to start to not build up as much anymore. So it is quite important to start this journey of movement earlier. You can start it when you get older. I've worked with people in their 60s that have made a massive change to how they feel about themselves and within themselves with the pain and their flexibility. But it's definitely better to get it before you get around 50, which is when our bodies naturally start to decline. So the bones, they grow a little bit weaker, and the joints as well, they'll start to wear and tear. So if I hear a 50 or 50 plus year old complaining about a little bit of backache, I might be a bit more sympathetic. But if I'm hearing 30-year-olds and less than 30-year-olds banging on about their bad back and that they can't bend over and they can't do this and that they need to go and get a surgery, I'll ask you this: when was the last time you actually made a little bit of mobilisation about it? Go and do some stretches and feel the difference for yourself, so that you can look after your body and keep yourself younger and moving a lot longer than people that don't. Movement is really important, and it's not just about, do a couple of stretches to get rid of that neck ache. When you're doing them couple of stretches to get rid of that neck ache, you're actually helping your whole neck know exactly how much it can move. You're giving it the mobility that it needs to be able to keep strong and supple every day. And it's just a great example of the neck, so that you can do that for the hips as well and for those ankles. Most of us suffer in pain because you would literally rather moan about it and do nothing about it than either get it checked out or start doing some stretches. And that is what it is. And I know that it sounds like quite cold or whatever, but it is the brutal honesty of it all. I meet people every day that want to moan about it, and hardly anyone ever wants to do anything about it. And then really you kind of almost deserve it, because you are not helping your body, and your body is the only thing that you actually have for your whole life. So if you look after it, it will look after you, and especially in the future, which is what we should be thinking about. If you're sitting there feeling stiff, sore and achy, and you're young, less than 30, even less than 40, then do something about it, because you do not want to be one of those people when you get older that have to sit down all day. I don't want to be one of those people that has to get a mobility scooter because I can't walk down the shops anymore. And I'm sure most of you don't want to. It's always hard to find the time to put a little bit of mobility in, but it couldn't be any easier right now, because I'm here every day at 9 a.m. You can watch me later if you're not here for the whole thing, and you can see for yourself the amazing difference that it makes to your body and your aging body that isn't aging if you are less than 30 and 40. If you are 50, I might hear about it. If you're less than that, you either have some massive issue going on that you need to go and see a doctor and a physio about, or you are not moving at all. And then it's no surprise that you've got a stiff neck, sore hips, sore ankles, sciatica. Your body can't be expected to be perfect if you don't look after it. That's all I'm saying. And nice to have a little moan and a little rant about it, but it is something that I talk about a lot. And it's a bugbear of mine when young people come to me and say, oh yeah, no, I'm getting older, I've had this thing over here, I lift a lot, I've got one of them jobs where I have to do a lot of lifting. You probably do have to do a lot of lifting, but do you lift properly? Do you even lift, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? It's time to look after yourself a little bit. Oh, look at this, Sham, you're amazing. Sham's like, listen to Lisa, everyone, she knows what she's talking about. Well, thank you very much, Sham, I love you so much. And I'm so pleased that you are actually, Sham has actually been with me from pretty much day one, and she has been doing these exercises with me, as well as Phil, who's also on. He actually just sent me a lovely message, and he does see a physio as well, but he's been raving about me to his physio, so thank you very much for that. And I'm so happy that you guys are doing it and you are seeing the difference. And if you are one of those people who sees me every day and you're like, oh God, what's she doing? Why don't you just come and check it out with me, especially if you're one of those annoying people that's always banging on about how much your back hurts or how much your leg hurts or how much your neck hurts. Why don't you come and check me out next week? If you are suffering with anything and you think, oh, maybe she can help me with that, don't be afraid to get in touch. You might have had my little rant, especially if you're a young one, but I am here to help. So if you are a young one and you're like, actually I would love to get involved in these stretches, but something's there's something that I want to talk about, then talk about it to me. And again, always know that if it's chronic pain, like, oh my God, I cannot move through this pain, get down the doctor. If it's just like a little bit of if it's just having a little bit of a moan, then a stretch or a little bit of mobilisation may be exactly what you need. And I'm here every day at 9 AM, excluding weekends, no one works weekends. So you can find me here Monday to Friday, every day next week at 9 AM. And please do get involved, and please do send me a message if there's something that you're actually struggling with, or you think, maybe she knows something that can help. Maybe I do. So don't be afraid to ask. And also, if you know anyone in your life that's always moaning about being in pain, backache, hip ache, neck ache, shoulder ache, send them my little moany video today, especially if they're less than 50, because I just don't want to hear it. If you're less than 50, I just don't want to hear it. If you're less than 50 and you're suffering these and you're not doing the exercises, you're almost bringing it on yourself. You need to look after yourself. And that's the end of that, wow, Friday moan for you. So, anyone want to join me in on my little rant? Love you, Sham. Thank you so much for always supporting me. Love you for it. Nice. Love it. Okay then, people. I hope you do have a lovely, flexible and moving weekend. And if you don't, why don't you come and tune in on Monday? Monday's full body mobilisation, and I make it like a morning thing so that you can put it into your own days without me for the rest of the week. So make sure you join me for that, because that's always a nice one. Have a good day, have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.